Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. You tuned in to Risk Taker Sports. I'm your host, Colby Covers. And y'all see what the title says. Y'all saw the thumbnail. It's time to get back to some hoops. WNBA basketball at that. The NBA season, almost over. NHL, almost over. So what we got? We got MLB and we got WNBA. So let's get into it. We're gonna go over all 13 teams now. We're gonna go over all 13 teams in the WNBA this season and just preview their season. Expect a lot from this WNBA season. It's gonna be an exciting one, and I'm excited to bring this great content to y'all right now. So let's get to it. We take a trip to Chicago and take a look at the 2025 Chicago Sky. Before we take a look at the 2025 team, let's go ahead and just take a look at what they did in 2024. They struggled. They did finish the season with a 13-27 record, finishing 6th in the East, which wasn't good enough to make the playoffs. Angel Reese did have a hell of a year. She made the all-rookie team, and she also led the W in rebounding. We want to see if she continues to make that impact on this team, but I am excited to see what this team can bring this season. When you take a look at their losses this season from last year, they lost their lead guard, Kennedy Carter, who is still a free agent right now. I don't know why teams don't want to sign her. Maybe it could be the attitude, maybe that, I don't know, but she was a hell of a player for the Sky last season. Definitely impacted them, scored a lot of buckets, especially when Mabry left the team. They also lost Dama DeShields to the Sun. They lost Lindsay Allen to the Sun, Dana Evans to the Aces, and Isabel Harrison to the Liberty. When you look at their new additions, they did get a new head coach, Tyler Marsh, who comes over from the Aces. They got Courtney Vandersloot from New York, so she should be solid for them. Definitely somebody that can knock down some shots, be the lead guard, and just a veteran in this league. You can say the same thing for Rebecca Allen. She comes over from the Mercury, but she's the same thing, just a great lead guard and somebody you can depend on to help be a vet and bring along the rookies, as well as Angel Reese and Camila Cardoza. They also picked up Kia Nurse from LA and Ariel Atkins from the Mystics, which gives them a lot of depth in that guard role. So they shouldn't have any issues with guard play, but I think they should get the pick and roll involved a lot with Camila Cardoso as well as Angel Reese. So I expect a lot from those pickups. Those were some good additions to this team. Still not additions that I think will have them at the caliber of a solid playoff team or a team to make a playoff run, but it's definitely a good way to start if you're looking to grow and build this team around Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. They actually had a solid draft as well. When you look at their draft picks, I think some of their draft picks can be day one impact players, and I think I'm very high on some of their draft picks. We take a look at them. We look at their first draft pick they had this season, the 10th pick from Slovenia. They took Aisha Sivka, who I think is going to be a great talent for this roster. She'll be able to stretch the floor for them. She has a great ability to knock down shots, get their spots. She's going to help with making defense stay on their toes. Are the defense going to guard the shot and leave the paint open for Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese, or are they going to take away the post and give them the ability to knock down shots? So they'll have to make a decision with that. And she just gives great depth for this bench, for this roster. They also had the 11th pick. They took Haley Van Leef from TCU, who also went to LSU with Angel Reese. So they're able to rekindle that bond rekindle that relationship and see if they can get something going in the W. Her move from LSU to TCU definitely showed scouts her ability to be able to lead a team and rally a team together and play and lead them to some success. They went from a team that had walk-on tryout to a team that not only was in the NCAA tournament, but made it all the way to the Elite Eight. So I expect a lot out of Hailey Van Lith. She's pro ready. She showed that in the 3-on-3 this past summer in the Olympics. So I think she'll make an impact, especially playing in the pick and roll. She plays great in the pick and roll. So get her, Angel Reese, her and Camila Cardoso in the pick and roll, and you got a good shooter like Aisha on the wing. I think this team is going to be a team to be decent this season. They also picked up Maddie Westbelt in the second round from Notre Dame. Just another player that can knock down shots for them. She was a great rebounder in college. She set solid screens from the scout report. And like I said, she's a great rebounder. I think she just gives depth with the forwards in this role. So I expect her to continue to play well as well, or continue to fit in with this roster as well, I should say. So I expect big things from her and from these draft picks. They have some solid draft picks. I think they can be impact. All three of them can be impact players on this roster. They just give the roster depth, and like I said, this is a good. This team is put together the correct way if you're looking to build around two bigs. So expect a lot from these new draft picks. The key players on this roster, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm about to say. I've been saying these two names the whole entire show. So you know who I'm about to say. Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese. It's already been said that the Chicago Sky are looking at Cardoso as their number one option. So if they're able to get her involved, and then if they're able to get Angel Reese to start being able to finish layups, continue to play hard, and not let the scouts from last season figure her out, then I expect them to continue to be one of the leading rebounding teams in the WNBA. They should also be a great post defensive team in the WNBA, not giving up a lot of points in the paint this season. I expect that with these two. They have good guards as well that are built around them. So those two are the keys in making this Chicago Sky team go. So I expect them to come in and have more impact than they had last season. I expect, like I said, Angel Reese has to be able to finish layups, and she also has to switch up her abilities and be able to knock down some shots as well in the mid-range. So that's what I expect from her. Courtney Vandersloot is on that roster as well, as well. She's just a vet, and somebody that is going to be she's a great point guard. She's a playmaker, and like I said, somebody that can help Hailey Van Lith on this transition from college to the WNBA. Rebecca Allen is another impact player on this team. She's able to guard 1 through 4, and she's just going to be able to create space on this team. And then, like I said, these draft picks, especially Hailey Van Lith, is going to be day one impact players. Like I said before, the pick and roll is going to be something to key on with this team, because I expect a lot of pick and roll basketball with these guards and those bigs on this roster. She's a mid-range assassin as well, so she's able to knock down the mid-range as well. I did also forget to say, Angel Reese was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Unrivaled League. So I expect her to continue to be solid. I know she's been putting in work. They didn't really, they got a slight break, but they're right back to basketball again. So I expect a lot I expect them to be able to compete this season and play hard. Like I said, playoffs, I don't know, but I do expect for him to be a competitive team. They have vets that have been there, done that, so you can expect them to definitely be a team that might knock off some of the top teams in the W this season. And that was the 2025 season preview for the Chicago Sky. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and always stay locked in with us every single day. WNBA season right around the corner. Preseason this weekend. Time to lock in, man. Almost time to make some WNBA money. So we're gonna make some good money this season. Like I said, I expect a lot from the Chicago Sky team. I want to see a lot from the Chicago Sky team. I want to see a lot from Angel Reese and Cardoso. And I expect them to be much improved from last season. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's Risk Taker Sports. I'm your host, Colby Covers, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.